So, Peter, what should landlords be considering doing apart from the obvious of maybe issuing the Section 21 notice to regain possession of their property, which fundamentally may not need to be done?
Well, in fact, don't issue the Section 21. You don't need to at the moment, unless you want to sell or whatever.
Course, yeah.
But don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic, because even if the law came in tomorrow, say, which is not going to, it'll be several months before all this goes through, and so you'll get a lot of warning. The principal thing that landlords need to do is to keep aware of what's going on. Join iHowz,
Yes.
and you will be made aware of when things change. And if sometime in the future we say, right, we've now been told the Section 21 is going to be going in X months' time, then you need to be reviewing what you're doing. But don't panic.
Well, I mean, this whole don't panic. I mean, we've seen recently yet another piece of potential legislation being put to one side with the MEES, EPCs, which were being mooted as being brought in 2025 for a minimum C standard. And of course, that's now being pushed to one side. But of course, a lot of landlords went into panic mode. Certain vested interests propagated fear towards those landlords, and people have unnecessarily spent large amounts of money upgrading their properties to try and achieve a C for their property, which in many cases is very, very, very difficult to achieve on certain old dated Victorian properties, for example, end of terrace, etc., just hash. And they've spent all of this money. Now, I'm not saying that energy efficient homes is not something that we should all be aspiring to achieve, but as you say, don't panic.
I mean, with this energy efficiency, everybody, including the government, has just put the cart before the horse. Because it's driven by the EPC, and they're looking at changing the way the EPC's worked out. Currently, if you do something which saves money, it improves your EPC. Probably, almost certainly, it's going to be if you improve your carbon, it's going to improve the EPC. So as the prime example, at the moment, if you were to take out gas and put in electric heating, it would lower your EPC. Probably with the new EPC, it would be the complete reverse. So this is why we've been saying to people, until the EPC comes out, don't do anything, because we're not being told. We've been writing to government again for a couple of years. So please bring out the EPC first, give that time to settle, and then bring out the new MEES, and we know what's going on.
But in the last few years,
lack of knowledge.
The last 2 or 3 years, I'm very well aware that landlords have taken out finance to upgrade their properties and try and achieve a C. They took out that finance when interest rates were very, very low, and those products are expiring 2-year deals, and now they're looking at property refinancing at, in some cases, 2.5 times. 3 times what. So they spent money on works that they didn't actually need to do, and now the cost of those works to repay that finance debt is considerably more than what it was when they took out those loans, which to me is just reinforcing your point. Be careful about some of the fear mongering that's put out at times around these.
Professional bodies aren't always helping. So mortgage lenders, for instance, a lot of them saying, "Oh, well, if you've got a low EPC rating, we won't loan." But that low EPC rating could be a higher one tomorrow, because you might have electric heating. I keep going on about electric heating, but that's the principal thing that's going to probably, I have to keep saying probably, change.
Indeed.
Please bring out the EPC, and then everyone can follow that
and work from that. Once it's a known. At the moment, it's not known.